think every coach hopes that they have that kind of bond on a personal level and on the team level, Coach. It says a lot about the relationship between you and Darius.
Wow, he's a special young man, and every coach has certain things that they value in a player. And for me, one of the things, I learned this from Billy at Florida, that I really, really value is guys that are committed to winning over personal gain. And Darius is possibly the most unselfish kid that I've ever coached, and that's just gone a long, long way.
When recruiting, how much do you look at guys that came from winning programs?
Quite a bit. I mean, you want guys that win. You want guys that understand what goes into winning. If you don't get that, then you're going to have to teach them, and it's not easy to teach that. So, Darius was part of a successful program in high school. He also is a guy who had to work for everything he got. He played on Boo Williams' second team in AAU. So, Boo Williams has one of the most prominent AAU programs in the country. But Darius played on the second team,
right?
The team that didn't get any attention, that that a lot of college coaches didn't go see. But because of that, he had a chip on his shoulder, and he still does. And so when he goes up against guys like Kevin Dillard, he has something to prove every night.
No question about it. Well, he proved it last night. A resounding win for the Rams. They're 1-0 in Atlantic 10 play. Game 2 in conference is Saturday on the road at St. Bonaventure's, which is, again, not an easy place to get to, not an easy place to play, and they are actually the reigning A-10 champs.
They are. They had a terrific team last year, won the A-10 tournament, went to the NCAA tournament, and they only lost one player. And so they've got a very good team coming back. Last few games, they've kind of hit a tough stretch. Some teams have gotten hot on them. I watched their game against GW from last night. GW, was unbelievably hot and was able to win that game. But St. Bonnie is always a tough place to go and play. Their fans get after it. They're actually bringing their students back early so they can come back for this game.
Wow.
They opened up the dorms early so that the kids can come back because they start school on Monday, but they want them back for the Saturday afternoon game. So I'm sure it'll be a hostile environment. I told the guys, hey, we got our first A-10 win, but we get an opportunity for our first A-10 road win. And it's not something that we're going to be able to walk in the door and they're just going to hand over to us. We're going to have to go take it.
How quickly did you have your eyes on St. Bonnie's GW last night following your Dayton win?
As soon as I got in the locker room, we had the scores right there, so I heard the score, and then I had to do a long interview after the game. But then as soon as I got done with that, I watched our game tape and then started thinking about it.
Is that usually your game tape first and then?
Yeah, especially as a head coach, your focus has to be primarily on your team, and there's certain things that we look at from last night's game that we can continue to learn from and do better. So I watch that, and then as soon as I have those notes done and the edit done for the next practice, then I'll work on St. Bonaventure.
Who has the scout for St. Bonnie's?
Jeremy Ballard.
Coach
Jeremy,
Ballard.
You can ask Darius. Jeremy leads the way in terms of the motivational pieces of the scouting report. He has an unbelievable voice for coaching. As you know, he replaced Jamie and Christian, who's the head coach at Mount St. Mary's. Jamie was terrific and did a great job last year in his one and only year with the program. But he kind of has the voice of a mouse. And Jeremy has this loud, booming voice. It's interesting. I met his father about a month ago, and his dad has the same voice. So obviously it's hereditary. But his voice is great for coaching. It's great for delivering a scouting report. And he'll have our guys ready for St. Bonaventure.
What are the one or two key matchups going into this St. Bonnie's game, in your opinion?
Well, they, like us, they play 4 perimeter guys. So, it's going to be interesting on the three-point line to see who can make more shots from the outside. Last night was uncharacteristic for us in that we only made 5 threes and we gave up 9. Usually it's the other way around, and we've guarded the three-point line very, very well. So we need to do a better job than we did last night defending the three-point line. Now, again, with our style of play and with the way we gamble at times in traps, there's going to be some open guys. But I do think that over the course of the game, we're able to wear people down and make them miss late which is the most important thing.
So again, St. Bonnie's on Saturday. You'll be able to watch that game on TV here in Richmond. Next Thursday is the next home game, but it's a 9 o'clock tip. We're still going to have an hour with Ed. Ed McLaughlin will be here doing his show, but obviously no coach's show. We're going to replace it with a pregame jam, and we want to encourage everybody to come here to Home Team Grill before they head over to the Siegel Center for the 9 o'clock tip against St. Joe's 1 week from tonight.
Yeah, we're excited. We get to stay up late a little bit, so that's going to be an exciting game. And St. Joe's was picked to win the league. They have 4 preseason all-conference players, and they have an unbelievably big, strong front line. So it's really going to be a contrast in styles. I'm not even worried about that yet because all of our attention is going to St. Bonaventure. But, as of the end of that game, Saturday evening, we'll jump on the plane and, I'll have my laptop there and we'll start focusing on St. Joe's.